Well, hello and welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Today, well, you may have guessed it, we're in the downtown Cato Paphos Harbour area. That's the blue Mediterranean Sea to the rear of the Paphos Castle. That's the wonderful sun glistening up in the sky. And of course, just over there is the most beautiful woman in the world. And her name is Miss Ochin Gracilia Labouf.
Hello, everybody. How nice to see you again and again.
And again. Stick with us. We are going to storm the Cato Paphos Harbour the wrong way, because you can only come down it the right way. So if you're going that way, you're going the wrong way. But sometimes when you go the wrong way, you get to see some things that you never noticed before. So that is the working Cato Paphos Harbour. In there are some big boats, some small boats, and over yonder there's a couple of police boats, the dark grey ones, and if you're naughty, they're going to catch you, they're going to beat you, and they may even shoot you. And Gracilia Labouf, what do you think of the weather today?
The weather is amazing. As for us, it's a little bit hot, but we don't mind it as long as it doesn't go up to 40 or 48.
Now, believe it or not, talking about the weather, today's temperature, and it is the middle of November. You did hear me correctly. It is the middle of November, and the temperature on the Mercedes says 27 degrees, and that's after she's been driving for quite a long way. So the wind was chilling the heating sensor, and it still says that it is 27 degrees. And of course, because it's German, we understand that it never ever makes a mistake. I was actually talking about this only yesterday with our two #1 German friends. In fact, I think they're the only German subscribers we've got, but you never know, it may grow. Mr. Dirk and Mr. Michael, two superstars that decided to come and hunt us down in Coral Bay, and we had a great time indeed, and hopefully we're going to bump into each other again before you go back to cold Germany. Gracilia?
And they will, I'm more than sure. These two guys have a place in our hearts, that's for sure.
Yeah, superstars amongst superstars. So we were moseying on down, sitting, having a little drink with our #1. And there is only one #1, and of course his name is the one and only superstar, superhero, Mr. Paul Butler. We were sitting there, and we were, as we say, accosted by the one and only Mr. Dirk and his great friend and partner in crime, Mr. Michael. And then they moseyed on down, we sat there, and we had one hell of a great day, that's for sure. So we had two Mr. Pauls, a Mr. Dirk, and Mr. Michael, and of course the star of the show, Miss Ochin Gracilia Labouf. And we all attended to her every need, got her coffees, frappes, polished her shoes, did her nails, and all those kind of things. And at the end of the day, we all paid the bill, and she walked away. Hold on, he stole my hat. Hey, that's my hat.
Welcome back.
That's my hat.
Guess what? One of your subscribers told me, I see you every day on your on the channel. I said, what channel is it? He said, I said, yeah. No, not joking. Thank you very much, everybody, and thank you too. You too.
That's my hat.
Yeah.
Where did you get my hat from?
Probably I stole it.
You probably did, because I've lost a blue hat, and that is my blue hat.
Mr. Ooh La La.
Ooh la 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 la.
Guess
Busy?
what? Yesterday evening, I saw 6 people. Yeah. They said to me, my friend, I saw the owner of the YouTube channel behind my back at a restaurant. I said, what's his name? I forgot now. They said we were very happy to see the two of them. I forgot his name.
Superstar.
We love you always. Subscribe to this channel.
You are a star. Star amongst stars.
Oh, good, yeah?
You are. Lovely. Ooh la la, Mr. Henry, a star amongst stars, the greatest star in the harbour area, followed by him. There he is. There he is. That's Mr. Sixpack. How you doing?
How
You
are
right?
you? Nice to see you again,
You busy
mate.
as usual?
How are you? Enjoying it as always.
Yes.
Over here, I've got my troublemaker with me, Mr. Cleatis.
I'll give him a handshake.
He's the
How you
owner.
doing? You right?
He's the
Good?
owner of Zorki, the underwater
He's
experience.
the Zorki man.
He's the Zorki man. He's the owner of the Zorki.
Lovely. We always promote that for you. We like that boat. We like
Thank you
it.
very much. You're more than welcome on next trip.
We'll come on it one of these days because we're in cahoots with Mr. Yanis, your lead man promoter.
Man, you're becoming too Cypriot, man.
Well, hey, we'll have a belly off. You know, we'll have a belly off. There we are. We're having a belly off.
It's a belly bounce. It's a belly bounce. Anyway, see you later.
We will. Thank you very much. Thanks. Right,
thank you.
we're going to have a belly off in the downtown Cape of Paphos Harbour. I'm going to pop in the Jamalamo, beef it up a little bit, and then we're going to belly batter the life out of him. Zivi?
Yeah, why not? Here's a boss sitting in my
Yes. He's the boss. That's the boss. How you doing? You all right? Good?
Yes, I'm okay.
Doing well?
Welcome to my restaurant.
The boss. We just got to go and say hello to the boss. That's him. Good?
How you doing?
Busy?
Okay?
Yeah.
Good to see you.
The Jamalamo restaurant, our favourite restaurant, greatest restaurant in Paphos. There it is, up in lights. That's the bistro front of house. And of course that means that is the ice cream parlour, rear of house. Number one man himself, Crucilla Booth, having a tin wag with him. Next to that is another very, very popular restaurant indeed, and it's called the Pelican Restaurant. And as usual, it's busy. Someone's just called me a friend. There we are. That's the first. Normally I get called something else. That's the superstar.
Hello.
You alright? Good? Yeah. How you doing? Good?
All good, and you be careful.
Where's our pelican? Where's our pelican? There she is.
Here.
We found her. There she is. She's having a chopsy
Go
on
say
there.
hello.
There she is.
Say hello.
That's
Hello.
Coates.
Hey, say hello. Go. Bravo.
There we are. The one and only
hello,
superstar,
smile to the
Miss
camera.
Coco.
Hello.
There we are. As usual, she likes to have a nibble on watching Crucilla Booth. Miss Coco. Thanks, Brunos. Star amongst stars. You right? Good? Stars amongst stars. If you want something great to eat, all these restaurants will look after you. All of these restaurants will feed you and they will drink you and make you feel special and at home, that's for sure. In that area there, you get off onto the boats. There's all sorts of boats, from the Wade Dancer, the Jolly Roger, and the big boat itself. And that big boat is the Ocean Vision. Most of them are operated by the Paphos Sea Cruises. Now, we've got another Gumbaru number one, Mr. Stefan, the greatest man.
Peace and love, the best
How you doing? You right?
vloggers
Good?
that I know.
That's good. He's a star amongst stars. Operates outside the Theo's restaurant, busiest restaurant in the harbour. But don't tell Mr. George from the Pelican. Sorry, Mr. George, if you're watching, but we do know that is the busiest restaurant in Paphos. Have a look at that. It doesn't get much better than that. Actually, it does, because I've got that.
Also, we know that it's delicious.
Yes,
That's
absolutely
what-
delicious. George, next time you come down, we'll take you for dinner. Gumbaru number one, you right? King's Restaurant, there we are. The last one on the block, but certainly one of the best on the block. The boss himself is wiggling and waggling his hand off, so we'll just go and say hello to him, because he is the Gumbaru number one. And his name is Mr. Harris. He's also got a restaurant called The King's, and he's also got a hotel called The King's, uptown Paphos. So we'll shake his hand and say, how you doing, Mr. Harris? Right, good? You enjoying the cigarette? How was the chips? Not too bad. See you later, Mr. Harris. Star amongst stars. One of the greatest restaurants in the downtown Cape of Paphos Harbour area, and that restaurant is The King's. And to be honest, yes, Christine.
When we see this restaurant and it's busy and it's tasty and it's amazingly view, what else would you want in order to come and visit such a lovely faces and a tasty food? The friendly people cannot be more friendly. So that's where the people will go.
It is, yeah. And to be honest, I've just shook the hand of the man who owns this restaurant, but I actually do believe that this is the restaurant with the best view in the harbour. They're all situated very, very well indeed. But this restaurant has an even better view, because this restaurant is the first and the last, if you understand what I'm saying, and it sits and looks out across the abyss, which is the blue Mediterranean Sea. That's the promenade, and it links out to all the hotels and the coastal pathway. As we come back in, that's all the boats you get to look at, and as you can see, it's not too big a restaurant, but it's not too small. So if you understand what I'm saying, the service is just about right. That's Gumbaru number one. They're all Gumbaru number ones, and they all take great care of you, and they'll serve you until you want to leave. That's for sure. You pop in there at 10 o'clock at night if you're hungry. If they're open, they'll stay open and they'll relieve you of your money, but they'll relieve you of your money in a very, very nice way indeed.
And I would say somebody who loved the fresh fish and octopuses and the calamaris, I just saw under the window such a lovely, lovely, fresh, singing seafood on the ice, under the glass cover. Oh, if you're really the fish lover, you have to go there and choose there. Everything you like can be cooked in front of
And it was a
your
fish
eyes.
to die for.
Yes,
There we are.
and the fish to
So you can
die
have a fish to die for. Chips were very nice as well, by the way. And on top of all of that, you can have a view that's to die for. Because of course you get to look out and relish and digest and enjoy that.
Actually, I'm saying the fish dies for the chips.
There we are.
The fish.
The fish
which
dies for the chips. They
the chips.
complement each other so, so well. Obviously with some certain sauce. We're going to get and have a chat with our last gambaro on the harbour. His name is Mr. Yanis, and he is the hairiest, most handsome man in the whole of Paphos. There he is. How you doing, Mr. Yanis? You all right? Good?
Oh, quiet.
You're quiet?
Quiet, yes.
He's also a very honest man as well.
Very, very, very crazy.
And crazy, he's a little bit woohoo. But then we all are. What does he do? Well, he's in cahoots with the Ibis Safari, Jeep Safari trip, and he's also in cahoots with an awful lot of people, with an awful lot of boats. The chappie we were talking to in the Stevie's Bar, he's the man that owns the Zorki, and that man is the man in charge of promoting the Zorki. So if you want to get on the greatest glass bottom semi-sovereign...
Something bad for me. I'm not that boy.
No, he's a good boy.
Maybe I'm a little more sexy, but I'm not that boy.
No, he's not a bad boy. He's a great boy. And to be honest, he's a friend of ours. So please, please, I do make jokes, I make jest, and I do warn you now.
I don't say something bad about you.
If he's on that boat, don't get on that boat. Right? No. If he's on the boat, you're going to have a great, great time, that's for sure. And I'm pretty sure he'll leave you alone. But please, 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 how much is it to go on that boat? 15 euros?
15 euro for the adults, 5 people.
How long does it go out for?
This is
90 minutes.
not the glass bottom boat. I changed the company because the Zorki stopped now.
Ah,
I
okay.
take another company. It's the yellow glass bottom boat. We have every day 12:30, 3 o'clock. The last trip is 4:30, but in the summertime. Now we have 2 trips, 12:30,
Right.
3 o'clock. So, what about the price? It's 15 euro for the adults, 5 euro for the children.
Yeah, so cheap. Very, very reasonable indeed. The Zorki now is shut down for the season. Of course, that season's going to kick off again in around about end of Feb. So anything you want to know about boats, come and see him. Because he's promoting all of them, you understand? Glass bottom, cruise boat, 90 minutes. If you want to go scuba diving, he's in charge of that. If you want to go on and have a barbecue lunch, he's in charge of that. If you want to go on a Jeep Safari, he's in charge of that. If you want to rent a scooter, he's in charge of that. You get the idea. If there's something you want, go and see Mr. Yanis. He speaks perfect English, he speaks perfect Greek, he speaks perfect Russian, he speaks pretty good German, pretty good Polish. He's pretty talented, and he's always, always going to give you the best advice that he possibly can. There we are. There he is. That's the gambaro number one. What does he do? Well, he sells all sorts of sponges, from rough ones to small ones. And on top of all that, he's branched out into mandarins. There we go. So if you want to get some mandarins, free, pop and see my grandfather. And also on top of that, he's branched into something else. I don't know what he wants them for, but for cutting sponges. Right, I was thinking he was going to cut something else off. There we are. He'll trim your sponges. There we are. A man after my own heart. Can I have this? Yes, thank you very much. Bye bye. And I got a free tangerine. It's that time to say goodbye. And thank you for watching. You'll always see, hit the like, clicks, subscribe, please come back. A little bit more of our madness. There's a lot more of it to come. Whether you've noticed or not, we're on 3 times a day. We're not going to stop. So either you're going to love us or you're going to hate us, but you're going to keep coming back and you're going to have to keep watching us.
Are you going to buy me an ice cream?
If you'd like.
Yes, I
right?
would like.
Come back in the next video and we'll be eating ice cream. Big goodbye, Christina Booth.
Oh, you know, I would like to show you how much nice ice creams these minibuses sell. And we would like to tell you many thanks for watching, and don't forget to come and see another our magnificent. Many thanks again and again, and bye-bye.
Thanks for watching.